What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Dealers Auto Auction here in Oklahoma City for another walk around, hopefully a few test drives, and we're going to be trying to find sub $5,000 cars. If we can, we're going to try to find as many cars that are under $5,000 as possible, because I'm still determined to show you that there are cheap, decent cars still floating around the market. You just got to know where to look for them. Why don't we start with this one, a 2016 Dodge Dart. I know, not a fan favorite, with 148,000 miles on the odometer, but it's the right color. Retail red, or resale red, or pull me over red. It's a good looking car in my personal opinion, and this one is definitely under the $5,000 mark, well under $5,000. This is a GT. I don't know what engine it's got in, and I'm hoping the GT has the turbo and not the multi-air 2.4 or whatever it is. I'm hoping this is the smaller turbo. This thing actually looks pretty dang good, guys. It's really sharp. And you want to know what it books for? I just pulled it up on Black Book Cherry. $3,700 is the wholesale cost of this. $3,700. And don't worry, if you spotted the Impala sitting right next to it, well, my Impala just got totaled for hail damage. We're going to check that one out too. I'm not so certain that that's going to be a sub $5,000 car, but we're going to check it out anyway and pull up the Black Book and see what it's worth. Here's the interior. It's got a good sized screen. It does not have leather, but it's got these really nice seats. I love the red behind this black overlay. If you can see that, that's actually kind of cool looking, guys. I like this little car. We're going to take this one on a test drive, assuming it runs decent, because this is one I may be interested in. I am stocking up on cars, and I think I still need a few more. And anything under $5,000, that's the ticket right there, because you're going to be able to sell that come tax time, guys. If you guys don't know, this is a great time to stock up on cars, so that when tax time comes, you've got an inventory of cars ready to roll and sell, because come tax time, these cars are going to go for crazy money. Every year it does the same thing, just for a little while. During tax season, people are willing to pay ridiculous money for cars. Oh no, it says it's got no gas. Well, I guess we can't very well test drive it then. You know what? I'm starting to wonder, honestly, I'm starting to wonder if maybe the dealers selling these cars send them here with no gas. I mean, they run them out because they don't want people test driving them. And I mean, you're not going to take this car out on the test track. Look at the gas gauge. There's literally nothing in it. It's all the way on the right. It's below the empty mark. You're not taking this out on the track. There's no way. So you're kind of buying it as is. Radio works. Satellite radio. Does it have navigation? This does not have navigation. Let's check the air conditioner real quick. See if it works. Kick it on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, that's taking its sweet time. We'll put it into gear real quick. Backwards. Get a nice backup screen there too. Forwards. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is not a bad car. Assuming it has a good transmission anyway. Important window. Yep. Express up and down. Tinted windows as well. Less important window also works. Air conditioning is ice cold. I was hoping it would kick on a little bit higher than that. Or maybe that's not the air. Let's just kick this up. There's air conditioning. There's recirculate. There we go. There we go. I don't think we were getting the full effect there. I didn't even have the air conditioning button on. Yeah, the AC is cold. Steering feels good. Brakes feel fine. We can turn that air off. We don't need that today. Tires look like they probably need replaced at some point in the near future, but they're probably good enough to get you by for a little while. It's the 2.4 multi-air. That's the engine I was kind of hoping it wasn't. I was hoping she was the little turbo, but that's fine. That's fine. Either way, decent little car, wholesale value, $3,700. Let's take a look at these tires. They are Road Hugger GT Ultra. Not a clue. And the even better part, it says inside, and that is on the outside. So they've got the tires on wrong. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll go ahead and shut this one off. Is this one a Road Hugger Ultra? I'm betting it's something different. This one is a Fusion UHP Sport All Season. Yep, she's got mismatched tires, but again, not the end of the world. $3,700 car. It's kind of hard to beat, guys. So here's a 2015 Chevy Impala. It's an LT, and I really want the LT. I don't want an LS if I'm buying one of these. It's got 131,000 miles, and I pulled this up on Black Book Cherry, and we're just a hair outside of my budget of $5,000. Enough so that I would still be willing to give this car a chance. Black Book Cherry says the wholesale value on this car is $5,100. We're literally $100 over. And I think because it has a little bit of damage, there's a ding right here. It's hard to see, but it's there. There's another one kind of right there. There's a couple dings. There's a pretty good scratch, some scuffing on the front bumper. I think this will go under 5. I do. I think this will go under 5. Tires look good. We've got something Aggressor on the front. We've got an Ultimax on the back. Let's see what else we got. And let's look for any other damage too. This tire looks brand spanking new. That's a Lion Sport. And then over here we got another Lion Sport. So that's weird. On one side of the car you've got matching Lion Sport tires, and on the other side completely mismatched. So yeah, these are things you're going to look at as a wholesale dealer. And these are things you're going to take into consideration when you're placing a bid on a car. So I think this will go sub 5,000. I do. I really do. And I hope this has got gas in it, because genuinely I'm looking for another Impala. I love this car. Absolutely love this car. Don't care if it's got a couple dings. Don't care if I need to put a couple tires on it. It's got 2 brand new Lion Sport tires. I'm sure I can find 2 more Lion Sport tires and have a matching set. It doesn't look bad. The interior actually looks pretty good. The door panel is in really good shape, especially considering the mileage on this, guys. Even the armrest on the center there only has one little tiny scrape on it. It's not bad at all. Carpets look good. It still has the floor mats. Seat's not ripped up at all. It smells good. We'll set this seat back a little bit. Is it push to start? Nope, you still got a key. You still got an old school key. I'm curious also, does it have remote start? It does. Does it work? Oh, we're gonna find out. Remote start is great. It's a wonderful thing. We're greeted by all the little screens coming to life. I can't remember if you hold it. Push twice? No. Hold it? No. No remote start. It lies. It lies. That's all right. Let's see if it fires up. It does. It does. It runs. It's got some kind of greasy substance all over the screen, or all over the cluster. Somebody really went to town detailing this. At least that's what they call it, detailing. It's got grease everywhere. Let's see if there's any goodies hiding back here. Nope, not today. Glove box. You got some McDonald's sauce. That's good. No books. I mean, overall, not too shabby. And oh, we don't need heat, man. It's that time of year again, guys, you know, where it's like you got the heat on at night and then you got to kick the air conditioning on during the day because it's just too much. Yeah, this is nice. We're going to take this one for a drive. It even has a tad bit of gas, enough gas that I think we can take this thing out for a spin. Steering feels fine. Let's put it in gear. Forward. Backward. No backup camera, unfortunately. And we'll let that air conditioning come to life. Hopefully it works. It doesn't feel like it's working right now. That's yet another thing that you can use to negotiate the price down. Now let's see what's going on under the hood here. Oh, wow. A little dirty, for sure. A little dirty. Real dirty. Someone's using a trash bag. Some kind of trash bag, or I don't know what that is, to patch up a broken air intake hose. And of course it's broken after the mass airflow sensor. So if it's leaking anything in there, that's going to be a problem. That would need to be addressed ASAP. I'd want to replace that. Just order one on eBay. Get one from a junkyard or something. It's no big deal. I'm not concerned about it. Sounds like it's running great. Looks like it just had a windshield put in as well. I can still see the tape marks. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but right here and up. Tape marks from a recent windshield replacement. Oh, the air conditioning is working. There it is. It's just a little slow, I guess. It's actually really good. We can turn that, I forgot how to work it. There we go. We can turn that down. We don't need super cold air conditioning today. It's only 69 degrees outside. Let's take this one on a quick test drive. What do you say? I'm not even going to buckle up. We're parked one spot next to the Dodge Dart over there. And I'll want to put it back where I got it from. All right. Let's see what it does. If I could get this for 5, man, I would be so stoked. And it's crazy because the Impala is going to Copart today. Like, literally today, the Impala goes off to Copart. And I thought about possibly trying to buy it back. I don't know. It's a great car, but I mean, it's pretty seriously hail damaged, guys. It's pretty bad. And the crazy thing is, these Impalas, for whatever reason, they go for pretty decent money. These are not, they're not expensive cars, but they're also not cheap cars either, guys. I mean, before the hail damage, hell, I paid, what, $5,000 or $6,000 for mine? If I could get this one wholesale for under $5,000, and this one's only got 130,000 miles, it doesn't smell like a pot store. I don't think this was a drug mule or it was hauling drugs all over the country. This would be an absolute steal. Really, this would be a great deal. Let's get it going, make sure it shifts. Shifts fine. Brakes are great. I didn't get it up to 60. We'll do that on the next round. My first round, the first trip on this track going down, I get a feel for the car. The last thing I want to do is be going 60 miles an hour and get towards the end of the track and realize I have a problem. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, this time I'll get you guys as close as I can to the instrument cluster here. Hopefully you can. It's covered in grease, so I do apologize, guys. It's a little rough. There we go. Oh, yes. There's 60. And we can slow it down. No problem. There's nothing funky with the brakes. The steering never vibrated. The brakes never pulled or pulsated. Those are the things I look for. Make sure the steering is nice and straight. And, you know, if there's any vibrations when you're driving, going 60 miles an hour, it's something to be aware of, you know? And when you're hitting the brakes, if it pulls or if it's pulsating or something, that's also something to be aware of. Who is calling me? It's Copart. I'm like their favorite person. All right, well, I parked it back in its parking spot, and I'm satisfied with this one. The only thing I hate is that it's got that greasy crap all over the whole car. So the first thing I got to do if I buy it is I've got to undetail it. That's not a detail, guys. Just a heads up in case you didn't know, throwing grease all over the interior of a car is not a detail. A couple tires, give it a good cleaning, a good bath on the outside. This would be pretty decent, guys. So right now I am highly interested in the Impala, and for $3,700 on the Dodge Dart, I'll take it. Honestly, if I can get it for 37, right around there, maybe 35, I'll take it. If I can get this one for somewhere right around 5, I'll take this one too. All right, we're gonna continue on down the road, see what else we can find out here. What is this? This is a Jag over here? Another Jag. Yeah, I think we looked at this one. This is the 2019. I decided against this one, guys. I didn't want to spend that much money on this. And I know what you're going to say. You have dumped ridiculous money on a bunch of old cars, but you didn't want to dump the same amount of money on a newer Jag. That's absolutely right. Yes, you're right, guys. You're right. I bought a 73 Mustang, which is pretty undesirable by most people's standards. I personally love the car. I bought a 91 Firebird Formula. I bought an 88 Mustang LX 5.0. I bought a 93 Mustang GT convertible. I bought an 87 Monte Carlo SS. I bought an 87 Buick Grand National. And I'll be quite honest with you, I will take any one. Oh, and I forgot the, what was it, 88 Chevy Cavalier? It was an 89 Mustang LX 5.0 and it was an 88 Chevy Cavalier Z24. Yes, guys, I'll be quite honest with you. As much as these Jag are cool cars, I do like them. No shade thrown at these cars at all. I'd rather just have any of those. Honest to God, I'd rather have any of those than one of those Jaguars over there. All right, let's come up here and see what else we got. It looks like we're getting out of the cheap cars. There weren't many. There weren't many, but there's a couple. There's a couple I'll keep my eyes on. Now we're getting into some of the more expensive cars. We're going to take a look at this one, and I'm going to pull up the book value on this too. This is a Genesis. What is this, a G70? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The G70. I've honestly always wanted to drive one of these. I have no idea what to expect. I've never driven one. I've seen them. I've looked at them before, but I've never actually taken one for a spin. I think this has a turbo 6. Oh, really? Well, dang. That's not what I was looking for. That's a 4-banger under the hood, man. I thought there was a V6 under the hood of this. I could have sworn. Well, maybe it's just this. Maybe it's not the right trim. You know what I mean? That could be what it is. Well, I don't know. It's got 40,000 miles on the odometer. It seems to be missing the sticker too. Oh, this is a. Ugh. This is a rental car. It's a rental car. Yeah. Alright, that's actually a good song. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to bump that for a minute. We'll come back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do love that song though. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna walk away from this one, guys. I'm honestly not. I'm just. If this had the twin turbo V6, I'd be all over it. Maybe the G70 doesn't come with the twin turbo V6. I thought it did. I thought it did. I'm honestly not. It's a nice car. It definitely looks good, but yeah, we'll pass. A Nissan Altima. No, I think I'm good on that one too. But I see another one that's a sub $5,000 car. This is probably more like a sub $500 car. A Chrysler Sebring convertible, limited. Oh man. Boy, does that bring back memories. Yeah. Good Lord. You know, I remember one time, what was it? It was this exact car. I had to do a timing chain and a water pump on one of these. It was a, oh, that hood is closed. It was a nightmare. This engine has a water pump. Kind of has a design flaw in it, you know. When the water pump starts failing and coolant starts weeping through the weep hole, it actually weeps right into the oil. So you end up looking like you've got a blown head gasket. I've had several of these. I'm not going to say I had a bunch of them. I didn't. It's probably 3 or 4 of these at best. But when the water pump fails on these, it leaks water antifreeze into the engine oil, and it presents as a blown head gasket. So you will get where you used to anyway. I doubt these cars even really exist on Marketplace anymore. But back in the day on Craigslist or whatever, you could find these things for like $500, blown head gasket, yet they ran perfect. They would run absolutely perfect, but they had milkshake of the oil. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, these are really fun. Really, really fun to do. If you're lucky enough to get, like, what was it, the Concorde? It had the engine actually planted this direction, where you could access the timing chains right from the front. Maybe it was an Intrepid. I can't remember any. It's been so long since I've seen these cars. I just don't remember. But some of them, you would get lucky, and this engine would be turned around this way. And the timing chain was actually in the front. Super easy to do. You get them like this. When they're transversely mounted, the timing chain becomes a whole nother ballgame. It's a whole nother ordeal. Either way, I've done the water pump and timing chains on these, and it's honestly not that bad. It's not as bad as you might think it is. And back then, I did it out of a trailer. I had no special tools. I had nothing to lock cam gears in place. I just did what I did, man. And I never had a problem. Never had an issue. They always ran great, and they were probably good for another 80,000 miles until the water pump started leaking again. I'm just kind of curious about this. So this one's honestly a little, you know, it's a little rough. It's not awful. It could make a good beater for somebody. It is a convertible, which this is the wrong time of year for that. It's got some dings, it's got clear coat peeling, the paint is burned through. I think the top may even have a rip. It does. Right over here, somebody put some tape or a patch over it. The seats look pretty good though. I mean, the interior looks, it looks okay. I'll bet it's dead as a doornail though. Yeah, of course it is. And I've had a lot of people ask me, why don't I bring my booster pack out here? Well, guys, I spend the rest of my week lugging around that heavy booster pack, and it doesn't seem heavy until you're carrying it, you know, 4 or 5 miles walking around a yard, and then it gets pretty dadgum heavy. So this is my opportunity to not have to carry it around, because out here, if I find a car with a dead battery, I'm just going to walk right away. It's not that big of a deal. I can't even think of any time that I came out here and there was a car with a dead battery, and it is stuck in my mind as the one that got away. It's like, whatever. Moving on. It's a Chrysler Sebring. It's no big deal. It's not worth me carrying my booster pack. If 5 cars have dead batteries, there's 500 cars out here that have fully charged batteries that are ready to go. So that's why I don't carry it. This is my break, all right? This is my light work day today, and I'm just not lugging my bag with all my stuff around with me. I just want to be able to come out here and kind of enjoy what I'm doing leisurely, and carrying that bag is not gonna make that happen. So let's walk around over here. You guys recognize this? We are in the rental car section. It took me a minute to even remember what it was. I don't know there's going to be very much over here that I want to look at today. But we'll see. I think we've already test driven that Cadillac. Looks like it has not sold. Only 16,000 miles on that, guys. 2022, 16,000 miles. Here's another Genesis. It's probably another G70. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's another G70, but this one has the V6 turbo. I knew it came with a turbo. I knew it. I did. This, excuse me, this 31,000 miles. If I'm not mistaken, this is what, a 3.8 liter twin turbo. This is the one that I have been wanting to get my hands on forever. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Yeah. There's your high pressure fuel pump. Charge pipe. Is this twin turbo or no? Maybe single turbo? There's definitely a turbo there, and I would assume there's another one hiding somewhere over here. Yeah, there it is right there. So it looks like it is a twin turbo. I think it's 3.8 liters. Let's look up here. No, it's 3.3. Either way, I'll take it. I've heard that the specs on this thing's kind of crazy, man. So this is definitely one that I want to drive, and it's parked next to a silver Nissan Nissan Altima, and right next to this Kia Carnival rental car. I like this, guys. Take a look at this interior. This is pretty sweet. This is one I would definitely consider, depending on the price, of course. Low miles. Interior looks really, really good. It's a clean car. It doesn't smell awful. It's not great. I'll be the first to admit it's not great, but it's not awful. We're gonna move this because this gets caught up under the pedals. Can make driving a little dangerous. Yeah, see, that sounds totally different. Sounds nothing like the other one. Let me get this seat adjusted. There we go. Yes. Yeah, I like this. Get the steering wheel adjusted to where I want it. There we go. Take a look at the gauges. It's got a full tank of gas. This is actually a very luxurious, I'd call it like a mid-size car, I think. Air conditioning, put it on auto, turn it all the way down. Let's just make sure the AC works like it's supposed to. We have drive modes right here. And sport would be the mode for me. Unfortunately, the gauges don't change. Sport Plus, nope. It's just Yeah, that's it. You don't really get anything. Navigation, radio. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Oh, I love that display. Let's turn this air conditioning down just a tad. There we go. All right, yeah, radio works. Map. I think we don't need any of this. We can just get out of that. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Let's take this one out for a ride, guys. For sure. We're in Sport Plus mode. Let's take this one out. Make sure nobody's gonna run us over here. I have always wanted to drive one of these. I mean, I'm so glad I found one here. I don't think I've seen one here before, so I'm gonna have to pull up the black book on this. I'm definitely curious what it's going for. I'm sure it's over what I'm looking to spend. I could still do a good 30, but I got a hunch this is gonna be over 30, guys. I see it's holding the shifts because I'm in Sport Plus mode. The seatbelt's gonna continue beeping forever, right? I'm gonna have to put my seatbelt on, or you guys are gonna turn the video off. Great. Great. Here we go. There. Better? All right. Let me get a feel for the car. Oh. Whoa. Oh my. That's 60. And it's doing those harsh downshifts on its own. Wow. Again, I don't know what kind of horsepower and torque this thing's putting out. I was not even coming close to flooring it, guys, and it took me for a ride. The sucker, even if it isn't fast, but it feels it. It feels it. Let me get you guys down here on the instrument cluster, all right? Here we go. You ready? Set, go. Ooh. Wow. Man, Kia or Genesis, sorry. Hyundai, I mean Genesis, sorry. Wow. That's impressive. That is it's a 3.3 liter V6. It's tiny. It's a tiny little V6. And yeah, boy, this sucker got it, man. Boy, did it get it. Let me see if I can figure out. I already forgot where I got this car from. I think it was down this aisle right here. Good Lord, I'm pretty shocked. Like I said, always wanted to drive one of these, man. I'm so glad that I did, because now I know. Yeah, I want one. So it's definitely at the top end of what I would be wanting to spend. $30,875. I mean, that'd be everything I got, all tied up into this one car. As nice as it is, and as much as I would really like this, I'm just not sure I want to throw it all into one vehicle like this. You know, it's one of those things. I could have one really, really nice vehicle, or I could have a bunch of really fun, interesting cars that maybe aren't nearly as nice. And I'm the guy that's going to pick having a bunch of fun and interesting cars over the one really nice one. Besides that, I've got one really nice one. I've got my 23 Ram 1500 Limited. So I have a really nice vehicle, and Jessica, if I want to, she'll let me drive her 22 Mustang GT anytime I want. So I mean, I've got the nice cars. So I think it's just better to have a little bit more fun with some of the older stuff. You guys comment below and tell me what you think. We got out of those cheap cars and into the expensive ones pretty quick. Here's a 23 Denali with only 13,000 miles, probably a rental car. It's got a flat tire, no big deal. Oh, it's wrecked. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, the whole side is wrecked from the back all the way up to the front, guys. She took a nasty hit. Again, rental car. You'll find a lot of those out here too. Like this one over here is also wrecked. And I like these. These are actually pretty cool. We test drove one of these, I think last week. There's an HHR over there. United Auto Credit, just sitting all by its lonesome. Well, it's been a while since I've seen an HHR. It's got no sticker on it though. It's crunched in on the side a little bit there too. So, and a lot of hail damage. There's a lot going on with that one. So probably skip that one as well. I can't help it, you know. I go the direction the cars take me, and we went from cheap sub $5,000 cars into, yeah, these are not cheap. But hold on, because I think there's a few cheaper ones mixed in here, like this Prius. This one looks kind of rough. Sub $5,000, I don't know. Yeah, this is rough. This is the Prius C, which I think stands for compact. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I kind of thought the Prius was compact to begin with. So I guess they made it even more compact. So it's got different back wheels than it does front wheels. The front bumper took a, you know, oops. This one's definitely got, this one's got a lot going on. This is Exeter. So this means this is a repossession. Wow. So, you know, the interior's not too bad looking. I don't think I've ever actually seen a Prius C before. Like, I haven't actually been hands-on with one. So this is, as far as I know, my first experience. Let me guess, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Someone left the key all the way on. That's great. I was genuinely interested in checking this one out because I've never had one. So I guess we're not going to get to look at that one. That's fine. That one's, it's kind of rough anyway, guys.